Hello, my brothers and sisters. This is BEH Talks, talking loud, saying everything to enlighten, inspire, and empower you. If you all have been keeping up with the news these days, and I hope you are, I couldn't help but notice that there have been several attempts to keep African Americans out of the spotlight, to a point where it appears now that we don't even exist, or that we don't play a part in any of this chaos that's going on. Has anybody else noticed this? For example, when I observe the ranting and raving that's going on about the immigrants, I can only ask, who do these people think they are that they can demand a president of the United States to do what they want him to do? Are you kidding me? There's been a swamp of people who have come to this country and have literally taken jobs from Americans, especially African Americans. President Trump has realized that this is exactly what is ailing our country. Therefore, he has taken the necessary steps to correct it. And when he does, I believe that everything will fall back into place, such as African Americans gaining their status as the real Americans who will be able to work, get decent housing, build our neighborhoods, open up businesses, to name a few. There is such a disrespect going on with Black Americans these days, especially since Donald Trump was elected. The news media has written us off completely, as if we don't even count. Did you see how they gave little coverage of President Trump's visit to the African American Museum and the speech that he made? They literally turned it into a speech about the Jews and their plight. Then just the other day, there was no news coverage reporting on Donald Trump's meeting with the HBCU presidents. I wanted to know specifically what took place at that meeting, what was said, and who was there. But there was no news coverage whatsoever, except for that Conley woman and the manner by which she sat on a couch in the Oval Office before these distinguished men. This was total disrespect, and I'm sure she would not have done this if there were a different group of men present. I didn't like this and would love to give her a piece of my mind. Then there's that women's movement that I can't seem to stop talking about. I'm not sure what they're looking to gain, except to say that they too are gaining the attention of the news media in an attempt to drown out any news relating to African Americans. And Black women, you all need to stay away from this group. Their issues are not our issues. Okay? All of these tactics are nothing but to prove that African Americans just don't count for anything anymore on all of the major news networks. They have only focused their attention on how to get Donald Trump out of office. The immigrants, the Jews, the travel ban, the Russia connection to Trump, and I could go on and on. Does any of this have anything to do with us? And since it doesn't, is there any news about us? They have even stopped reporting about those mass murders in Chicago. It's high time that African Americans should start speaking out, just like the others, to bring our plight to the forefront, just like everybody else is doing. But it seems we are sitting as quiet as a church mouse, watching everybody else go into action. We need those who have great popularity on YouTube and some of the other social media accounts with thousands of subscribers and followers and viewers to take the lead and start something to get our voices heard. If I could do it, I would. but I don't have that kind of popularity or subscribers. Most of the people that I subscribe to aren't even opening their mouths to acknowledge that we have become an invisible people. And they haven't even spoken about any attempts that Donald Trump is making to help Black America. That's right, I said it. Because if any of you are paying attention, some of those executive orders are opening doors for us in an indirect way. You would have to read between the lines to catch Donald Trump's drift. Time will tell if he lives up to his word to invest billions of dollars into the Black communities. I'm optimistic that he will. I bet you everybody else is seeing it, which is why they have tried so hard to keep us in the back, or like I said, invisible. Where are the strong Black men warriors to step up to the plate and open their mouths about how we have become invisible? Oh yeah, I forgot. They're somewhere recording the next video concerning Black women weaves and how much makeup we wear, amongst other things. This is a different commentary at a different time that I need to do. Meanwhile, if we are not careful, all of these protesting groups will get what they want and we'll still remain in the same predicaments that we are in right now. It's time for our voices to be heard and what we think should be done for us. And this concludes my commentary. This is BEH Talks, talking loud, saying everything. Please subscribe to my channel. Like me on Facebook.com/BEH Talks 2. Follow me on Twitter.com, BEH Talks 2. And of course, comment on what I just said. Thank you.